Welcome along to the Encore Lounge here at Wolverhampton's Grand Theatre, because next week Top Hat is brought to the stage by South Staff's Musical Theatre. It runs from the 9th through to the 13th of October, and I have three of the cast with me now, Harry, Fiona and Roger. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Now, Harry, you've got your hat there. We have a top hat here. Do you want to wear it throughout the interview? Although your hair is looking good. So
if you so please.
At least try it on.
Yeah, sure.
And it matches your top as well, which is good.
It was colour coordinated. It was planned.
You can wear that one as well, Fiona. No headwear for you.
No hair.
Long on it.
This is it. So, please do feel free to share the fact you're watching us. We are online now. If there are any questions for us, we will put them to the guys too. So, first of all, Harry, you've got, I think, every scene you're in, aren't you, pretty much?
More or less, yeah.
So, tell us a bit about your character.
So, my character is Jerry Travers. He's basically this American Broadway star. And then he gets flown over by Horace, to star in this new play that he's putting on. And then along the way, he's tap dancing. He slightly irritates a very beautiful young girl who comes upstairs to his room, complains, and then he falls in love on the spot. So it's pretty good summary.
But this is from the 1930s. This original film, and it's been a stage show since about 2010, I think.
Yeah.
2010 the show started.
Mm-hmm.
So it's new to the stage, but a classic story of love. And Fiona, it must be great with your part in there. Tell us a bit more.
Yes, so I'm playing Dale Tremont. She is an upper class socialite model, and she meets Harry, when she's complaining about his tap dancing, and then as they go along, she falls in love with him, but she mistakes his identity for Horace, who is a married man, so she thinks that they can't be together, but then it all gets solved with this mistaken identity in the end.
And so on to Roger, aka Horace, on the end. The hat is suiting you. I'm liking that.
It brings out your eyes.
Yeah. And the brows. I mean that. But obviously, again, another important part of the story. And you saw the recent touring production that came to the Grand.
Yes, I saw it at the Grand, and it blew me away.
It was amazing. You have a lot to live up to, but I have no doubt in what you guys are going to do.
And I remember remarking at the time that should it ever come round to our level, Horace would be a brilliant part, and I'm really enjoying it. He's a London impresario who brings Jerry over to star in his show. He's rich with inherited money. He's flirtatious in an innocent way. He spends the show trying to cover his toe with his wife, who's American and quite sharp with him.
A little brash.
Yes. So he gets into a few little innocent adventures.
But there are some amazing scenes in this show, and the music itself as well. There's more music than there was in the original film. Yeah. So you've got a lot more numbers to learn.
It's a collage of all the films, really. Like all the most popular songs taken from all the films have all been combined together into one.
If you watch the musical, I went to see that when it came round here, and it's just like watching like an MGM black and white film. It's all Hollywood glamour. It's just fantastic to watch. You know, all the numbers, cheek to cheek. It's very, very iconic show.
Well, cheek to cheek, I came down to rehearsals, and we made you sing whilst dancing. It was the third time through.
Third time.
Making sure the camera angles are right. Yeah. But it's good to see that, and you performing, singing, dancing all at the same time. Yeah. Quite frightening.
It's a challenge at times, but I mean, it's all part of the fun, isn't it? Like, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Like, we came along and then we knew what we were taking on and we knew it was going to be difficult, but so far, I mean, I feel like we've done a very good job of putting the work in and grinding it out, and I really feel like now we're at a level where we're ready to perform it to a brilliant standard.
With all the companies we have who are based in our local area and on the amateur circuit, I mean, they're all very, very good, very professional, doing a great job. And that's certainly true of South Staff. And you're new to the group?
South Staff, yeah. I mean, I ventured around before. I had a bit of a break from amateur dramatic stuff. I went off to London to train in London properly at Italia Conti, and then I came back again and I wanted to get back involved with like the local theatre scene, so then we came back and then the opportunity arose, and then, I mean, we weren't really expecting much because of ages and, how it was going to be cast, but then, I suppose we got lucky. We found a good pairing, and then...
But you are both quite young. Give us your ages.
17.
I'm 16.
But you're very mature in the way you are performing this, so I think that's part of acting, isn't it? You're playing,
Yeah.
a little bit above your age, but I don't think your stature when you are performing is going to take a take a hit on that.
You just take on the character, you read the script, and when you do things like that, there is a maturity that just comes with it. And I think we do. It's not going to look like we're our age on stage, but they are a young couple in it anyway, so it would fit the parts, I think.
And Fiona, what else have you done around and about?
I started with South Staffs when they did Sound of Music. I can't remember what year it was now.
That's a little while ago.
It was a long while ago. Yeah, I played Brigitte with them, and then I've done various things. I did White Christmas. I was in the tap troupe then because I absolutely adore tap. But I've done stuff with other companies around like West Brom Youth and that. But yeah, very excited.
Roger, not your first rodeo.
No. No, I've been a member of the company for 24, 25 years now. I've been fortunate enough to get some really nice parts in that time, Nathan Detroit in Guys and Dolls and stuff like that. Very enjoyable. I've got to say this is a really good group at the moment doing this show. There's a very good work ethic because there's so much dance in this. People have had to really work their socks off. And they certainly have. So hopefully people will see the results of that. But there's been a lot of hard work gone into it. So yeah, I'm very pleased to be doing this. I didn't think it was a show that would come round to us really, because it's so big and
it is. It's a massive show, and to see it in an opportunity for more people to get to come and see this is well worth it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And with everything that's going to go on stage, what have your favourite bits been so far in rehearsal? What should we be looking at from each of your points of view?
I think personally for me, it kind of clicked last night. It was the joint, like the opening number, Puttin on the Ritz. Obviously because it's like such a classic song and it's a really like iconic and all that. Like last night, something like really clicked, and then when we were doing it, I could feel like charisma. I felt really like a star, and then that for me, that feeling was so like. Just lush, like. So I think for me, it's got to be because it's so big and everyone's got canes and everyone's in glitzy costumes and the lighting's going to be amazing, the stage is going to be amazing.
Well, we can see some of the costumes on this poster here. I mean, just to see you both in one of your poses there from.
I've been airbrushed slightly, but
yeah.
Is it for the hair?
That's what we're talking about.
And Fiona, your favourite?
Oh, it's hard because there's lots of bits, but I really enjoy Let's Face Music and Dance. It comes right at the end of the show, and it's when they finally come together, and it's so nice because it's one you can just relax and enjoy it. And I think at that point in the show, you're not nervous anymore. You're just completely in the moment, enjoying it, and I really enjoyed doing that one.
And Roger?
For me, I enjoy my scenes. I seem to have a lot of scenes with Harry's character, Jerry.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy those a lot. I feel we bounce off each other very well. But if you're asking me my favourite part of the show, it's a bit that I'm not in, to be honest. It's when these two sing and dance cheek to cheek, because it's seriously good.
Thank you.
We have seen rehearsal, so we know this is going to be absolutely amazing. Quick shout out for some people watching it in waves from Emma Ledbetter, Chris Whale, Angie Matthews all saying a bit of a wave and say hello. Andrew Winning says you're all great. So,
shout out Mr. Winning.
Yeah.
They'll be looking forward to that. I mean, Break a Leg is also appropriate at this point, but they are all great, so that's okay. Okay, so it's been a labour of love getting this to the stage. How many weeks of rehearsal?
It's been
6-7 months.
6-7 months,
yeah.
But more intense during these last few months where we've been putting in extra hours, like about 7-8 hour rehearsals that we've been doing.
9. I think the longest we did was 10
hour rehearsal, just
at Fiona's.
getting these numbers right, because they deserve to be done to the right standard.
And how many pairs of tap shoes have you worn out so far?
2.
It's only one for me so far, but I've got so many pairs of shoes.
Yeah, I had to get a fresh pair just for the show.
Yeah.
We specially bought a pair of blocks, and we had to get them like specially delivered because they make my size, all big feet.
Yeah.
So we had to get them specially sent over and stuff. But yeah,
well,
breaking them in.
Looking, it's going to be amazing, Roger.
Thankfully, the public are going to be spared me in tap shoes.
Well, I wasn't going to go there.
Apart from the end.
Maybe a little bit.
There's a little bit. nothing serious. Thank goodness.
Well, it's going to look fantastic on stage. We know that sales staff's doing a great job, always do. 01902 429212 is the box office number. grandtheatre.co.uk to get your tickets online. Do pop along, do get involved. And I think it's tends to the amount of work and effort that's gone in is the size of the audience you're going to get, because it is going to be huge. So make sure you get your tickets quickly, get yourself along, get some fantastic seats. I say all runs from the 9th through to the 13th of October, and it's your chance to see this on stage at Wolverhampton's Grand Theatre from South Staff's Musical Theatre. Well, thank you all for joining us. Thank you for doing a bit of Facebook Live. We're looking forward to it. So a week to go.
Thank you.
Get your tickets now and come along and see these guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.